Good morning, everybody. Thanks for popping by. Today we're going to do a little craft with me. I felt a little bit ambitious yesterday, maybe the day before, and it had a kit that I purchased a little bit ago, and I was looking forward to getting started on it. And as you can see, maybe you cannot, but by the theme of it, it's a retro groovy theme. So I decided to put together some signatures and sew them into this already started journal. It's very empty because I just finished the cover, and well, actually I'm still playing. I'm not sure if I'm gonna leave the cover like this or add to it. Again, again, you're gonna laugh, but look what I'm using. More of that fabric. This is my third journal using this fabric in a row. This is the last journal I'm going to do for a while with this fabric. Like I said, I've got enough fabric to probably make 20 or 30 journals. That said, I'm a little sick of it now, so this will be my last journal with it, but it is wonderful. It is wonderful. So this is a fun journal. It's kind of hippie, retro, groovy type journal. So I've been having some fun layering up some doilies, old doilies, and some fabrics, and I don't know, trying to pull off a groovy theme. Not sure I am or not. There's some tie-dye fabric pieces here, but this is the inside front cover. That's all I've done is the inside front. I finished the inside back cover, and I think I did one page spread in each signature. So it's very, very early in the stages of this journal, but how fun. Just look at these, excuse me, these printables. Super, super fun. I haven't done a theme like this before, so it's kind of fun. Having some fun with the colors is very loud. I tend to overdo things, but I added some more, obviously there's not just the pages from the kit. I've found some of my own, or I kind of gathered a bunch of my own and added into each signature. So this is one of the page, I've had some, these are called tuxedo envelopes that I made, I bet you 3 years ago. And I just remembered that I had them when I went looking into my craft closet recently. It's a stash of them. So I thought I'm going to use one in each signature, just so I can start using them up. And I'll show you what they're like. You can fit so many different tags in one. They're multi-pockets. I don't know if you've ever made them before. Maybe I should do a tutorial, or if you look up tuxedo envelopes, you can find them yourself. There's so many different artists that have made this. So here we go. So there's one. Well, let's start at the back. So there's a secret. I can't really show you with it standing up, but so there is a pocket in the very back, a pocket here, a pocket here, and I don't know if you noticed me pulling out this little one, but there's a pocket here. So set your life on fire, seek those who fan your flames. So I've got a tag in there. And this guy here went at the very back. And then I put, oh, this is funny. So I don't know, before my vacation, I did some printing and my printer was running out of ink. And you know what happens when it runs out of ink? At least for me, stuff goes purple. But I'm glad I didn't throw these last few printables away, because with the color being purple, and I've got some purple colors in the journal, they turned out to work just fine. I backed them with some craft paper, and they fit in here just quite lovely. Actually, that one at the back. So these go in the front like that. And then this is part of the kit, which I will show and talk about later. I'm not ready to go through this journal at all. This is just a very basic thrown together journal at this point. The reason I wanted to share with you this particular newest project is because the craft with me is going to be an envelope that I created for this particular journal. And also too, I wanted to contribute to Stephanie from Coffee Paper Scissors. She has a challenge, and she does a Pocket Wednesday and a collaboration, if you will. And I did mention to her that I wanted to join it, but I don't get to it. I don't get to making pockets and then doing videos and craft with me. So I wanted to do that today, so I could say, hey, this is for Stephanie's collaboration. So yeah, so here's one of the other tuxedo pocket. Isn't that cool? Isn't this groovy? I just love it. It's a lot of fun. So I won't show you at this point. I won't go through it with you, but there was my last one. And I just added some of the kit. This was actually the envelope, so I thought it worked beautifully as far as color. And they are old, so they've been sitting around in my stash for far too long, so I've been happy to use it up. And of course I made a hinge so that this could all be I might actually leave this journal fairly naked. My plan is either to bling it up or leave it empty, and I might even sell it. And I think what I'm going to do, this is the inside back of the cover. I think what I might do is this opens up, and I'll stuff the envelope like crazy. But I think I might just sell it somewhat naked, but full of ephemera, so that the person that purchases this can do their own filling it up. That's fun too, I think. It's always nice to encourage people to do their own thing, have their own style that they want to put in the, or make as far as the journal. So we'll see what I decide. I don't know yet. I say one thing and I do the next, so I don't know. We'll see. But let's do this craft with me, and I'll show you what I did. I was doing a bunch of fussy cutting last night, just playing around, and then I also had an order from Amazon arrive, and it was a stack of craft paper. So I decided to throw together a pocket, not necessarily for Stephanie's collaboration today, but because I made one last night and I sat down to pull together some images that go with the journal I'm working on. I thought, why don't I do a craft with me? And then I will tag Stephanie's channel. And yeah, so anyways, I want to share with you. So basically it's the craft paper this one here was one craft paper folded over. I folded up a part of it, as you can see, 4 pockets on the outside. As you can see, there's a pocket here and a pocket here. And then I opened it up, and I had another offcut from a little envelope I was making out of this paper. And I took the other part of the cut off, and I folded it up, and I flipped it around so that you can see the pockets are here and here, and it's smaller. So I sewed it together, just a simple pamphlet stitch. And so it's kind of a multi-pocket ephemera piece that will go into this journal. And I'll show you where I'll put it, or at least where I think I'll put it once we're done gluing all this stuff together. Now the challenge with these sometimes is, for me, remembering what goes where. So I used some paper clips, and I hope that I will remember where I plan to put everything. So let's begin. We'll do the front page first. So I want to decorate this pocket. I want to add something and put a little bit of something behind it. Okay, so let's just pull out the glue and start gluing. So it's Wednesday, it's after lunch. My husband and I would just finish lunch. As you know, he works from home, so it's wonderful. I love having him home. We get to pretty much have lunch together every single day of every single year. Usually, obviously not every single day, but usually. So we were just about done, and the doorbell went, so off he went back down to the office. Okay, so we got that piece down, and then I thought, well, this is a cute little cutout. did a lot of fussy cutting last night, like I said, so I thought this might go kind of cute like that. So I need to stand up here. Okay, I'm in. So I also, I'm happy because I got called yesterday. My MRI was finally booked, because some of you might, well, you know that I'm struggling with my knee. It's been extremely debilitating, but I'm just glad to finally get an MRI booked, which would be in another week and a half, I think, on the 27th of September. So we'll see what comes of that. There has been some improvement, so that's encouraging, but there's still something going on in there. I'll figure it out. Okay, so that's obviously one of the Groovy ephemera pieces. Cute little Volkswagen van. I'm gonna leave the craft paper. I love to not cover every ounce of my homemade ephemeras, because I like to remember how I used or what I used. And so this was another printable that excuse me, I will link these gals in the description box. I don't remember who I bought this from, but I cut out all these photographs and then I backed it onto the craft paper that arrived yesterday. I've never actually ordered craft paper, so it's been fun and makes nice little journaling spots at the back. So I used one of the photos for this particular, I thought, because of the color. And this is cute, one of the ephemera journaling cards. So I'm gonna just put a little whale tail. Oftentimes we're motivated by color, aren't we? All right, so we'll just stick that back here and here. And I also had, I think I'm going to back this. Yeah, I'm going to use this piece. I'm going to take this out quickly. I'm going to use this for just a bit of background here. So, yeah, I wanted to share that we had a great vacation. My husband and I, we went away for 3 weeks. Just a very beautiful, peaceful lake setting. We bought a new boat, and this was our first this was our first trip where we could really test out the boat, and we absolutely love it. We did lots of fishing. I haven't always done fishing with him. We go to we like to go to this particular lake in BC, and we rent a cabin for a few weeks, and I often bring my crafts and he does all the fishing, and then we kind of meet at lunch and afterwards, all that stuff. But I decided I would try fishing this year, and I'll tell you something, I love it. We went in May, and we didn't have our boat at that point, but we took a friend's boat with us, and that's where I started fishing, and I fell in love with it. So I think he enjoyed that I do like fishing, and we did lots and lots of fishing together. Okay, so I'm going to open it up. Put this pin here for a minute. So I chose a couple sheets cut down, and I want to put these as the background. Flip one up. Okay, so so we just would get up in the morning and we'd take our dog. Otis comes with us everywhere, so he loved fishing too. And we would go find our spot on the lake, and we would turn off the motor. My husband has a trolling motor, so it was very quiet, and he could steer the boat from the bow with his feet. Trolling motor, obviously, a trolling motor does that. And the boat also has a built-in sound system, so it was peaceful. We could play the music. I learned Spotify. I learned how to use Spotify, so I downloaded a bunch of songs on my phone, which was in sync with the sound system on the boat. And we just relaxed, and we fished, and we chatted. Oh my goodness, it was wonderful. I did have an issue with my knee, but we went anyway. And my husband was awesome. He did a lot of stuff that I would normally do. He's a very helpful guy. I think he felt really bad. He just feels bad that my knee is is being a brat. Yeah, so that's what we did. For most of August, we were gone. I hope you guys had a good summer. What do you guys like to do when you go on vacation? I call it a restcation. We were on a restcation. We rested and it was leisure. It was restful. There are different kinds of vacations. There are fitcations where you go traveling and you seek out different towns and all that. You try to get the most out of your vacation. That's a fitcation. And there's a staycation where you just stay in one spot and you enjoy wherever you're at. I like restcations. Okay, inside. Did we finish this? Yeah, we finished this part. Okay. So inside, let's see which one of these is, oh, I know this one is the next. Okay, so I'm going to decorate this pocket here. And I've chosen this little piece here. I cut this down. It was a longer tag. I don't love this new tip. My tip actually broke on vacation. So there I was in my cabin, or in the cabin we were renting. And my tip broke, and it was the only glue I brought. So I was using this here. Every time I needed to use my glue, I had to pull this part out and use it and put it back in so the glue didn't dry. So I'm really glad I took this along. I don't use this very often, but it was something I did bring along, and I was thankful for that. It was tedious, but we managed. So this is a cute tag, and I thought I would use one of the little ephemera offcuts or tags or whatever as part of the kit, and I thought it would be cute to use as the tag topper. So that's what we're going to do. And what was I saying? Oh, so I had to come home and order another glue just for the tip. But what's interesting is I ordered, this is obviously glitter glue, but I ordered the tip from, I'll show you in a second. Isn't that cute how that just fits in there? I think I had something here. What did I do there? I can't remember. So we'll just leave it for now. But I ordered the tip from this company, Barely Art Glue, which I also like. I love this glue. So I wasn't finished my glitter glue, so I took the tip from this Barely Art Glue and I put it onto this cap. Now, some of you will notice it doesn't come out quickly. That's part of my plan. I like to really stretch out these glues because they're not cheap. So if the stream is very thin, then I get a lot more miles out of each glue bottle. And I'm patient, so I just deal with the slow stream. Okay, so now we'll decorate the inside back pocket of the little mini pocket insert, which looks like it's going to be this one here. All right, might as well leave the pin out. So do you guys join collaborations? Do you find, what I find is I have such good intentions. I love that everybody, there's so many different YouTube channel creators who are so ambitious, and they spend way more time on their channels than I do. And they do these collaborations, and every week they're committed to doing it. I always want to. I get excited and I say I'll be a part of the collab, and then I just don't make it. Life gets in my way and I'm not able to make videos as much as many of you. So anyway, one thing is they're pretty, like Stephanie from Coffee Paper Scissors, this collab she does, this Pocket Wednesday, while she's pretty committed to doing it, and has almost filled up her journal with a pile of different pocket ideas. She's also very gracious that if you don't get to your Pocket Wednesday, she's like, don't worry about it. It's all good. So anyways, so this, I guess I was going to use as a topper. So let's do that. Oh, I don't know why I put glue on the very top here. Let's swipe some of that off. Okay. There. Tuck this tag in there. It's very groovy, isn't it? The patterns are pretty loud. Okay, so let's see. Let's decorate the inside page here. So I just used some offcuts from, so this printable here is the same printable combination of papers that I ordered from the same gal, and I will link her at the bottom as well. Not necessarily from, you know, a 70s retro groovy type kit, but I like the patterns because for me they remind me of the 70s. You guys all remember, like, that to me is a 70s pattern. It reminds me of, like, actually we had a sofa that had this pattern in it, if I'm not mistaken. Oh my goodness, yes, I'm being very nostalgic here. Okay, and so I'll take this piece here. It's a change from doing a vintage style journal, like real vintage, where the colors are, you know, obviously more muted, and I love vintage though. Oh my goodness. All right. It just goes down like this. See how it kind of comes together? A little bit loud, but hey, that's what it's all about. Hippie groovy style. So this one here, we'll put here. I wanted to take a little bit of the bottom off cut. I always use up every ounce of offcuts that I have from different things that I do. I always try to incorporate them, so I'm doing that. Oh my goodness, I'm not concentrating, talking too much. So this is going to be like a short little belly band here. I want just the very, 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 very edge. Do this in the middle. And I need to concentrate here, so I think that was with this one. So let's see. Well, let's do this. Does it fit? It does. Perfect. Okay, but I want to use this little guy as the little tag topper. I was listening to Stephanie from Coffee Paper Scissors today, watching her do her Pocket Wednesday, and she was sharing that her dishwasher has gone kaput, but her husband is pretty techie, apparently. At least that's what I understand, and he's going to try to fix it. And she got, like, I think 6 years or 7 years out of her dishwasher. Isn't that sad, you guys? Ours, this house was new when we bought it, and we got to choose our appliances. So we're 11 years, April, May, June, so about 11 and a half years in this house. So my appliances, being that they were brand new, are still going strong. I think I had one repaired, yeah, I did actually. No, I had two, the stove and the fridge. Stephanie commented about this little computer motherboard thing, chip. Well, I'll tell you what, she's exactly right, because I bet you maybe even 8, 9 years in, 10, no, maybe 8 years in, we had to get, like I said, 2 of ours repaired and they cost us like, oh my goodness, you know, it's $100 for the tech to walk through the door, and another $150 for that little microchip thing. So we have Maytag appliances, which are not like the old Maytags, let's be real. And anyway, since we've done it, the first repair, we haven't had any problems. So we're heading into 12 years with them now. But I suspect we'll be replacing them completely in the next few years, which can be a little frustrating, but it's funny, the house we used to have before this one, an older home, our appliances were like ancient, but ask me if they worked. The stove was ancient and still worked beautifully. Like, I'm guessing probably 40 years. Didn't even have a window on the stove door, but it worked beautifully. It was solid. I miss those appliances. It's just, it's too bad. Okay, this goes in the back here for some of the background. So I hope you guys are inspired to, I don't know, grab some paper and have some fun today. I often just, in the evening, if I'm doing some fussy cutting and whatnot, I just sit there and I start folding papers, and I do this and that and the other, and I see what I can come up with. This isn't new, I'm sure, but this was just something I did very on the fly that I decided to use as part of this journal and make some multi-pockets out of. So sometimes you start and things just happen. I really like these. I really like this pattern, this happy, cheerful, hippie pattern. It's the printable kit. It's called, let me think, Retro Groovy, and I believe it's by Stephanie from My Porch Prints. It's a lot of fun, this kit. Lots to it as well. I've got a lot of pieces to use up yet. All right, so this goes in here. And then, let me see. So we'll put it on this side. So is anybody out in my, who might be listening today, have you ever had an MRI? Are you guys claustrophobic? I had to answer a bunch of questions yesterday. One of them was, are you claustrophobic? No, I'm not really. And being that it's a knee MRI, I did ask if I had to, if it was just my knee, from my knee down, where they needed to kind of put me through that thing. And yeah, it is. It's just my knees, so that's not going to be bad at all. I have had one MRI in the past where I was in that machine where it was loud. It actually freaked me out at first. I had never had one before. I think it was for my hip, but it was loud and clunking and oh my goodness, and you're not allowed to move. But I guess we're to be thankful that we have these contraptions to detect things for us. And this little word fetty, groovy. I don't know if you can see that. All right. That was pretty quick and simple. Of course, I did all the prep prior to the video. Okay, let's see. So it opens up like this. Yeah, there's options. I could maybe get some longer sheets of paper together and make a little pad and secure it up here, and it's a flip through pad for extra journaling spots. As you obviously can tell, this is for journaling. And another spot for journaling, and I don't know, we'll see. Maybe I'll leave it for you guys. If somebody's going to purchase this, that's going to be up to the purchaser then, maybe. But I'll put tons and tons and tons of ephemera in this journal if that's the route I go, so that you guys could have fun and make it your own. Okay, let's see. Well, here, look at that. That's, I don't know if I'll put it in the first signature though. That's the middle. Look at these papers. This was not part of the kit, but I added some papers from a different kit. I believe I have to, I'm not sure, I'd have to look back. Some coffee dye cutoffs here, multi-pocket. So that's the end of signature 1. Let's see. You know what? Maybe I'll put it right here for now. For now. But I just want to show you what you can do with this. This can be a floating pocket. I think if I were to make another one, which I probably will, or next time I do something like this, I will sew it right into the signature. I didn't know what I was doing with this last night when I made it, so. But it's going to be a floating. It could go right here. Could use a paper clip for now. There's different ways to do these. So you could just take it right off like this and then use it like that. Or you could not decorate the back of it and you could glue it down, and then it becomes an flip out with not all sides, but that's okay. You could also just glue 3 sides down and use it for a tag. You could move it further into the spine and glue 3 sections this way, have it like this, open up as a flip, but also a pocket. So you know the variations. That's why I love paper crafting, because there are endless ideas and possibilities. So for now, we're just going to leave it right here. It actually fits nicely there too, doesn't it? But I think we'll just leave it right here for now. All right, well, I hope this has inspired you guys to go grab some paper, get your glues. Well, this is one of the old maps. I think I did a tutorial on, or quick craft with me on securing with pieces of copy paper down the middle of old papers to strengthen the middle parts. Yeah, see? Just beautiful. Just giving you a gander of these sheets. This is from a paper pad. I thought like all these flowers are very hippie. An old music book. Oh, and I have I found at the thrift store a few years ago, they're thicker sheets, but it's a crossword puzzle. Just a bundle of them that I find go very well in signatures. Obviously, for most of you that know how to do signatures, it's nice to have a blend of textures of paper, of weights of paper. Like this one's super thin. I tea-dyed it, and I strengthened here, the middle part. But thicker magazines, cookbooks, ledger pages. It's just nice to have a different blend of papers. So anyways, I guess I wasn't going to go through this, and I'm not really going very slowly through it, but it just gives you an idea of the variations. Just grab some paper, stack them together, and make some signatures, and put them into your journals. Oh, okay. Now, if you've been following me, you know almost in every single project, inevitably, there's always one sheet that ends upside down. Oh my goodness, there you have it. I'm just noticing that now. Upside down. That's so funny. I don't know why I do that, but I do it. I'm admitting it, and you saw it for yourself. But does it matter? honestly. Where is that sheet? Let's find it again. I don't really think it matters because by the time you either put like, I don't know, you could decorate it up. You wouldn't even know. In fact, if I end up decorating this more, it's going to have some more doilies and whatnot anyways. So, that's too funny. Too funny. And this is nearing the end. Oh, look at that. I put a little pocket there. Isn't that cute? See, sometimes I forget what I do. Little pocket tuck there from an offcut piece. Oh, look at that. A pocket right there. I just might have to keep working on this. I don't know yet. That fits beautifully. Though this color matches better. I don't know why I'm matchy-matchy. Doesn't have to be that way. I'll just leave that in there for now. And yeah, so anyways, I appreciate you guys hanging out. If you are still with me, and I hope that you're inspired. Just grab some paper, glue, scissors, and just have some fun, you guys. And I will be back another day with something maybe, I don't know, maybe more intricate, more involved, maybe simpler. Either way, I appreciate you hanging out. And again, thank you, Stephanie, for this collaboration. It's a lot of fun when I actually do get time to do one. Your pockets are incredible. If you guys don't follow Stephanie at Coffee Paper Scissors, I promise you, you're going to love her. So I encourage you to check her out. I'll link her YouTube at the end of, or at the bottom of this video as well. Okay, everybody, have a great day. Bye.